Hey everyone, welcome to the IBOtoolbox training webinar. I'm Chris Karafotis. I'm going to be your host for the webinar. For those of you that are new to IBO, I want to welcome you to our community. Whether you're just getting started with IBOtoolbox or you're a veteran member, training is critical to your success. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going to be going over information on how to utilize all these amazing tools and resources that you have at your fingertips. And I know this platform might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I promise you that if you just continue to attend these webinars and take the training that you need to succeed, you'll be up to speed before you know it. A couple of things that I want to go over before we get started with the webinar. First and most importantly, this webinar session is a question and answer format training. So enter in your questions into the chat area so that I can get them answered. Do not wait till the end of the webinar. I want to make sure that I get all of your questions answered. So if you've got a question, now's a good time to enter it into the chat area. If this is the first time that you're attending an IBOtoolbox training webinar, what I'm going to cover is an introduction to IBOtoolbox. I'm going to go over the basics. I'm going to show you how to get started with IBO. I'm going to show you how to get helper assistance. I'm also going to show you how to get extended training on the platform and its family of websites. And at the end of the webinar, I'm going to wrap it up and issue you a credit coupon code worth 400 IBO credits that you can use to redeem for advertising on the platform. You only get the credit coupon code if you are in live attendance here at this webinar. So you got to hang out with us through the whole webinar. It's a lot of fun. If you're brand new to IBO, we're going to get your profile set up. Your profile is really your public storefront, so we want to make sure that you are ready to do business because you will get traffic. If you're a veteran member, you'll probably learn something new. There has been so many changes here at IBO in the last few weeks, and there's lots of new things going on. So definitely hang out with us for the next 45 minutes or so. Okay, so first of all, a little bit about me. For those of you that don't know me, I am an IBOtoolbox member just like you. I've been here at IBO since, well, over 5 years now. I was going to try and think of the year. Since 2000 and, let's see, 11, I think. Yeah, that would make it 5 years. I think it was March of 2011. I've been in this industry for 16 years, and I have, in addition to doing these webinars, I am the IBOtoolbox newsletter editor. I also answer support tickets at the IBO help desk, and I also do training videos for you guys. And I have a site called marketwithchris.com, and it's actually the official training site for IBOtoolbox. So I think that training is really important to your success. Like anything else that you do in life, you need to have a little bit of training in order to be successful in a business. I mean, you can't just wake up one morning and just go out there and wing it. You got to get some training. So I really believe that in network marketing or MLM or any of that, you really need to get some training. So since I started in this industry way back with the dinosaurs, no, I'm just kidding. Since I started a long time ago, I actually started offline. I built my business in the company that I was promoting by doing meetings, one-on-one presentations, calling cold leads, and I did very well in that business, in that company that I was promoting. But one thing that I realized early on was it was really hard. So what I did was I went out and I got myself on the internet, and I didn't have IBOtoolbox back then because IBO wasn't around. And I didn't know what was right and what was wrong, what was going to work and what I'd fail at, because I didn't know anybody on the internet. So I know how hard it can be, especially if you're brand new to the industry, or if you're brand new to the internet. You're probably on information overload, right? Well, I know the feeling. So we are so lucky to have IBOtoolbox, and I want to help you guys as much as I can with IBOtoolbox and also with your marketing efforts. So I created a site called marketwithchris.com. To get to Market with Chris, you can visit my profile, which is ibosocial.com/IBOtrainer. And you can click on this graphic here. There's other graphics throughout IBOtoolbox as well as banner ads for marketwithchris.com, but I'm going to take you over to the site and kind of walk you through what I've got in store for you. I've got a video welcoming you to my site, a little bit more about me, about the site. There's some member testimonials. And then down below, there's a preview of what's inside. So I've got 40 video lessons on IBOtoolbox. I also have 5 video lessons on rebrandable traffic and setting up a traffic sales system. I would really encourage you guys to take all of these lessons. Anything that has to do with IBO, we've got the introduction to IBOtoolbox, we've got setting up your profile, all the steps. We've got the basics, commenting on the wall posts, sending and replying messages, leads overview, IBO search, associates, invitations, credit center, everything you wanted to know about the credit center. IBOtoolbox advertising, how to set up a banner ad and create a listing ad. We've got links and graphics and the dynamic email signature. We've got IBOtoolbox apps that consists of creating a press release or creating an IBO URL and .NET alias. We've got training on IBO Extra. We've got training on IBO banners, IBO Exchange, IBO Gigs, IBO Lists, IBO Tube, and those developers, they keep developing new platforms that we can use, and as they do that, I will keep adding to the list for you. So with every video lesson that you take, you're going to earn IBO credits that you can redeem for advertising. So currently you can earn up to 2,250 IBO credits. So not only are you going to learn how this platform works, you're also going to get the credits that you can use to advertise to get even more exposure for your business. So what you're going to do is you're going to register for free. So you're going to click on Gain Access Now. You're going to have to register. Your IBOtoolbox logins will not work. You can certainly choose those logins if you want, but you'll have to register with them. So you'll just click on this and it will take you to a register page. Once you log in with your username that you chose and your password that you chose, log in, and that will take you to the members area. Okay, so watch this quick video that will give you a quick walkthrough of the members area. It'll tell you how to redeem, get your credits for advertising after you complete a course, and then you're going to go to the courses tab right here. You're going to start with the IBOtoolbox lessons, and you're just going to click on View Course, and you're going to start at the first one. And then you're going to work your way down through all 40 of them. Okay, and as you can see, this is a pretty clever system. It will know if you've already started watching the videos. So you definitely can take advantage of that. Within each video that you watch, you can take notes that will save for you. I don't think any of the IBOtoolbox lessons have downloads, but you've got a little course description here. You can ask me a question, and contact is where you can contact me to redeem your credits based on what is here. Okay, so that's it. Take advantage of this, you guys. I've got other courses here for you as well. Some of them are free, some of them are that you would have to pay for, but very, very inexpensive. So again, I'm all about training, and I want each and every one of you to be successful. The other way that you can get help or assistance at IBO is you can check out the help desk. There's a knowledge base and how-to videos, although the how-to videos are not as up-to-date as the ones at marketwithchris.com. So as soon as all of these new features that the development team is working on, the version 3.0, as soon as everything is done, and I think they're getting pretty close to being done, these videos will be not as up-to-date as the ones at Market with Chris. If you've exhausted everything, if you've looked at the knowledge base, the how-to videos, you've watched the videos at Market with Chris, then certainly do a support ticket. Create a ticket here, and I'll get to you, or someone else will answer your ticket as soon as possible. Okay, but most of the time it's referring the members either to the videos or to the FAQs. All right, so that's how you get helper assistance here on the platform. And now let's get started with the webinar. So if you've just joined us, make sure that you enter in your questions into the chat area, because tonight is the question and answer session. Okay, and if you wait until the end, you may or may not get your questions answered. Okay, so let me just take a look here. Okay, so all right, so what is IBOtoolbox? IBOtoolbox is a free state-of-the-art marketing platform. It was specifically developed to give internet marketers the ability to promote their products and services on the internet. By using this powerful suite of tools properly, you're going to see short-term and long-term results from your efforts. IBOtoolbox is a constantly growing business building platform, and it protects its members in a safe haven environment for them to operate from. Now, you'd think that a platform of this magnitude would have a monthly cost associated with it. But guess what? IBOtoolbox is completely free. There are no levels, packages, enrollment fees, or anything like that. IBOtoolbox is a 100% free platform that's not going to tell you to upgrade after you join, and all members of IBO have the same exact features and tools regardless of their financial situation. So what does IBOtoolbox do? Well, first of all, it works. You know, there's so many systems and tools out there on the internet that really don't work. They're really more about the hype with no return for using them. So whether you're a part-time or full-time internet marketer, you're going to quickly discover that IBOtoolbox doesn't hype it up, but rather it over-delivers on every aspect. At IBO, you're going to find the most targeted audience. IBOtoolbox averages over 300,000 visitors each day, and they're looking for opportunities just like you to make some extra money. They're finding your products and services through the search engines based on the content that you put into IBO. Your press releases that you've published, your wall entries, your comments, they all get indexed, but it's really important to know who you're marketing to. 96% of the daily traffic is non-member traffic. And I'm going to show you how this works, because you guys, if you don't know, if you haven't been shown this or you don't realize this, you are going to just be amazed that this platform does all of this, because when you think about it, everything that you do here on the wall on the inside, which is really your back office, is going to be shown on the outside. And I'll show you more of that here in just a few minutes. So everything that you do is indexed out there in the search engines. And one thing really cool is that you don't have to be an SEO expert to get the stuff indexed. IBOtoolbox does all of that for you. So as an example, you've written a press release and you've published it out. You give it a few keywords, and it's always a good idea that you write your press, or you enter in the keywords that you've written about in your press release. What I like to do is I like to write my press release first, and then I go back and I pull my keywords. Okay, and you don't have to give it a gazillion keywords either. Give it, no more than 10, because if you give it more than 10, the search engines are just going to ignore it. Okay, so just a few, but focus on what you're writing about. Okay, and then you publish it, and then more times than none, your information is found just by someone going to Google, Yahoo, or Bing, or one of the search engines, and entering in search terms of that match the same thing that you've written about in your press release. So that's how they're finding you. It's just that simple. So IBOtoolbox is a community of like-minded internet marketers just like yourself, and it was specifically developed for the internet marketer. Every feature, tool, widget, and app was developed to help you market your business. And the cool thing about IBO is that it allows you to build a business relationship with the other members and your visitors first, getting them to know, like, and trust you. We are in the business of relationship marketing, so this platform has been created for us, and it's the perfect environment for building those relationships. So there's really no need for you to spam other members with your business opportunity or using the chat system, because it's all about building those relationships, and people are going to join people. They might have a company in mind that they want to join, but they're going to look for that perfect sponsor. And if you're constantly spamming them, they're not going to join with you. Okay, it's all about building relationships. I can't stress that enough. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of IBOtoolbox as your back office, because it really is where you're going to do all of your activity, where you're going to post on the wall, comment on other members' wall posts. You're going to visit their IBO social profile pages through their IBO social link that's underneath their post, or by pulling up their IBO member viewer, which is by clicking on their name. Once you pull up their member viewer, it's going to give you all kinds of information about that person, their contact information, links to their other social networks, whether or not you're associated with them or not. I happen to be associated with Tom, so it says associated. If I wanted to remove him as an associate, I could do that simply by clicking remove associate. It tells me when he joined IBO, how many likes he has, wall posts, associates, the last time that he logged in, RSS feeds to his wall posts and press releases, quick links to his wall posts and messages that we've sent back and forth to each other if we have any, press releases, comments received, comments given, videos, comments received on the videos, and comments given. I can also send him a message from this member viewer by simply clicking on send message. When you send someone a message, this is really important because IBOtoolbox admins are on a mission to help keep IBOtoolbox clean. You know, they're always trying to strive to help keep IBOtoolbox clean. And what I mean by that is, you know, getting rid of spammers and people that come in using automated systems and stuff like that. This is a safe haven environment for all of us to promote our business. So they want to make sure that that's enforced. So when you send others a message, it's going to pop up in a box, and it's going to say, do not spam your associates with your opportunities. That means don't, you know, lead in with, you know, hey, check out my business. Here's the link. You know, build that relationship with them. Ask them how they're doing. Offer them value. You know, something about IBOtoolbox. I have a welcome letter that I send each new associate that I have, and I offer them value. I tell them about the webinars. I tell them how to get helper assistance here on the platform. So if you offer them value, that's always going to open the door to opportunity, and then they're going to want to start building that relationship with you. And then if they are interested in your business, they're going to join you. But really, you guys, that's the correct way to do it. They can always unassociate with you. So this is like a privilege to be able to send your associates a message. So don't run that privilege. I mean, it's hard. Impressions are big. So if the first impression that they get of you is spamming them with your business, you might not be able to go back from there. Okay, so you know, just treat others like you'd like to be treated. And I know myself, I don't want to get messages with business opportunities or anything like that. So anyhow, enough about that. So you can send a message, you can give them credits, When you click on give credits, it will tell you how many credits you've got in your account, and then you just put in an amount you want to transfer and click on transfer credits. You can change the notifications that you receive from each individual associate that you have simply by checking the boxes here. I like to receive everything from my associates because for me it's easy to just go through my email and see what I need to reply to and so forth. Report. This link will report an associate if they're sending you spam continuously or doing something that they shouldn't be doing. And then of course you can view their profile simply by clicking on view profile. If you are not associated with a member, you won't be able to do certain things. It'll just say report or view profile down here. So it will just say report and view profile. So you couldn't send message, give credits, or change the notifications. Okay, so let me see what kind of questions we've got here. Let's see here. All right, so I think I've already answered that. How do you let MWK know about lessons you've completed? Okay, you do the contact button here. And just read this information here. Need to know what lessons you've completed, need to know what your IBOtoolbox username is too as well. It's easier for me if you send me like one email every 5 or 10 lessons you've completed, or if you want to just wait until you've completed all of them, that's fine too. If you send me one email for each lesson, that makes for more time for me to take away to, go back and verify that you've taken those lessons and send them over to you. Okay, so more is better. All right. I have set up everything on my dashboard. I got my Google banner code and placed it on my IBO page. Just like the form asked, this has been some 3 weeks now, and I do not see any ads showing up on my profile page. Oh, is it my main product? Does not, okay. So you really need to go to Google AdSense first, and you need to create a free AdSense account. So if you go to Edit Profile, and you scroll down to step 9, let me go down here. Okay, so the instructions are this. In order to put Google AdSense on your profile, you need to sign up for a free account from Google at Google for AdSense. And then once you've been approved by Google AdSense, you'll be able to go in and create, I think it's called a custom unit. It's a custom unit ad size 160 by 600. Okay, and you're going to create that ad and follow the instructions through Google AdSense, and then once you've generated that ad unit or created it, then it's going to give a code or a script, and that script is going to look similar to the sample script here. You get that and you copy that from your Google AdSense account and you paste it in the box here. You comply with the terms and conditions here and click on Save. Your Google AdSense will show down here in this area. Okay, this is Google AdSense. All right, so if you're thinking that it's going to show up here, you're wrong. This is the only place that it's going to be able to show. Okay, but again, you need to get that script from your Google AdSense account. Okay, let me know if that answers your question. If you've just joined us, it is the question and answer session, so make sure to enter in your questions into the chat area so that I can answer them. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what does it take to be featured member? Okay, featured member of the day is based on participation. The more you participate, the more chance you're going to become featured member of the day. A lot of members think that the other members take a vote on who becomes featured member of the day. That is not true. Some members think that IBOtoolbox picks the featured member of the day, like the admins pick the featured member of the day. They don't. It is based on an algorithm. That algorithm is how many stars you have. You have to have at least 5 stars, and you have to participate a lot. By participating, I mean you have to write your press releases, your 2 press releases. You need to comment on press releases. You need to comment on wall posts. You need to submit a bunch of wall posts. There is no set amount. You just need to be really, really active. And participation is key here at IBOtoolbox. So if you're just sitting on the side and you're not participating, you're never going to get to be featured member of the day. Frequent logins too. So featured member of the day is just not going to log in that morning or to become featured member of the day. Don't just log in the morning and post a couple of posts and think that you'll become featured member of the day. You're going to have to spend a lot of time on the platform, commenting, posting, and so forth. Running your ads. Just get all in here at IBOtoolbox, okay? That's how you become featured member of the day. You can only be featured member of the day every 45 days. So the system's going to pick it, and those are the things, pick that member, featured member of the day, and those are the things that it looks for. Okay. How do I run a larger? Okay. The next question is, how do I run a larger banner ad like 251 by 400? Okay, first of all, that's not a common size, so I'm trying to figure out where you want to run it. You can run it on your IBO social, whoops, too far, sorry about that, on your profile, okay, like these ads here, which is step 5 of edit your profile. And that's down here, okay? You're going to have to know some HTML though, because you're not going to be able to just set it up and make it clickable, because you're going to have to make sure that you make it clickable. The whole point of a banner or a graphic is to have somebody click on it and go to that site. So you'll have to make sure you do that. Standard ads here are, if you go to My Advertising, and Create New, you've got your text ad, you've got the 468 by 60, which shows up at the top of your IBO social profile page. It also, these are the areas that it will run. Your IBO social profile page, other members' profile pages, ibosocial.com. IBO Junction is no longer around, so that needs to be removed from the list. IBOtoolbox newsletter, IBO gigs, or in the middle of the wall as you scroll down the wall. Let's see here. The 250 by 250 banner ad is ran on the right side of IBOtoolbox here in this area over here. This is not one. Where is one? Like this area, also on the wall, in the newsletter, home biz blogs. Where else does it run? I think that's it. Maybe IBO social profile page. The 728 by 90 runs up top here. It's also going to run on the newsletter, IBO Tube, and IBO List. And then we've got the newest one. You can run a mobile banner ad on IBO Mobile, and that is a different size banner. That's a 320 by 100. Okay, and that obviously only runs on the IBO mobile. Okay, so those are the common size ones. So if you're wanting to run a 251 by 400, the only place that you could really do that is under step 5 of edit your profile. All right, where does the mobile ad show up? It shows up on IBO mobile. Let's see here. Yeah, so it shows up on IBO mobile on those people that are actually using IBO mobile with their phone, obviously, because it's the mobile app. Okay. Did the 45 thing on featured member of the day go away? No. I know what you're referring to, Bill. Okay, so I think I know what you're referring to, and just put that in the box if you are, and I'll get that to you separately. Is there Saturday training? No. There is only Wednesday training now. You have to be in live attendance to get the credits. IBOtoolbox decided that since there is so much training over at marketwithchris.com and to be able to utilize my time better, we're only doing the Wednesday webinar, and it's turned into a question and answer session. So that's why that change was made. However, this webinar is still recorded, but again, to get the credits, you have to attend the live event. And again, you get, all those credits over at Market with Chris for taking the lessons. And once I redo a lesson, you can go take it again and get credits. So that's going to be constantly updating. Plus, not to mention all the credits that IBOtoolbox gives away. And you always have the option of becoming part of Club IBO and or purchasing credits, becoming a contributor. The mobile app is free. It's absolutely free. You just have to have a mobile phone to use it. It is free. How about that? It's not. Featured member of the day is every 45 days. Right, you can only be featured member of the day every 45 days. And that usually does work. Again, it's going to go through the system and it's going to see who hasn't been featured member of the day in the last 45 days. It's going to look for all of those, through all that whole guideline, participation, everything else. Let's see. The site is incredible. I know, right? Don't you want to just keep pinching yourself? Man, do I wish this was around 16 years ago. How many posts do you have to do in order to get the star? You know what? There's no set amount, but one thing I will tell you is that once you've made a few posts, make sure that you click on dashboard. Clicking on dashboard is going to refresh your screen, and it's also kind of a signal to IBO that you have done certain activities. Like when you're brand new to IBOtoolbox and you've completed your profile, you actually don't get your advertising credits until you return to the dashboard, physically click on dashboard. If you log out or you close the tab, you don't get your credits until you log back in and return to the dashboard. So it's the same thing with OnTrack and these stars. You've just got to do a few postings and comment on a few press releases, recent wall activity, and and then just constantly be clicking on dashboard to refresh the screen, and then you'll see whether or not you get your stars back or not. I know, can't believe everything's free. Yep. This platform truly is amazing. I mean, there are many members that have been here since the very beginning. Many, many, many. And you know what? Sometimes people go away and they come back because they realize that there is nothing out there on the internet like IBOtoolbox, free or paid, or even paid. You know, I've seen sites that charge $50 a month or upwards of $100 a month, but they don't even have half the tools and resources that IBOtoolbox gives us. And look at all these different platforms that we've got too. We've got, you know, the Exchange, we've got, you know, IBO lists to run your classified ads, we've got IBO banners, we've got, what else do we have? All of this stuff. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so let's see what else we have, and then we're going to, if you guys don't have anything else for me, sometimes it tells me I am posting too fast, so what is a reasonable time? You know what, there's no set time. I get it all the time. If somebody happens to comment on something and your post goes back up to the top of the wall and then you try and post, it might say that you're commenting too fast. The system kind of monitors that, again, to prevent members from spamming, you know, constantly link after link, or, you know, monopolizing the wall, or, you know, taking advantage of that. So just wait for a few minutes, refresh the dashboard, and then you can post again. What is considered spamming? What do you mean? Like, if you're just constantly, you know what, you just need to do everything, okay? So if you're a member that just posts links on the wall, like check out my business with a link, and that's all you do, that's just really spammy. People can see right through that, and it's all about building relationships. And you know, it's okay to post your link on the wall. Don't get me wrong, it's okay, because these posts are seen on the outside. In fact, I should show you that. Let me just see what else I've got here. Now, if you're changing up your different saying with two different websites, if it's similar, it's going to detect it and it won't let you post it. Okay? The best thing to do is be original, and just, you know, if you want to do that, just don't put so many posts together. I don't know. Again, there's no set time limit. Okay, the wall filters. Okay, let me go over the wall filters, and then we've got to get the steps done. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the wall filters are over here. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is a lot of times I'll do press releases on these features of IBO. Since I've got the video training over at Market with Chris, I'll do a press release here, and you can view those read those press releases. I always do screenshots so that you can see how to use them. Okay, so, and I do have one on wall filters, but let's go over this real quick. So the filters are here. All wall posts is the default. Then we've got my wall posts. My wall posts are all of my wall posts. So if I select that, it's going to pull up every single wall post that I have. Okay, so it's not going to be everybody's, it's just going to be mine. Whether or not it was a press release or a wall post or something like that. Okay? The next one is my associates. So this is going to bring up all the posts and press releases that everyone that I'm associated with has done. And then replies to my posts and comments. It's going to look similar to this one. Okay, so this one's really good because now you can just filter it that way, and then you can go back and you can reply here. Okay, so you can reply to each one, or you can, you know, reply up here. Okay, this is the reply to the main one. One thing, as long as we're here, I want to tell you, if you are replying to or you want to comment on a press release, you need to go to that press release, view press release, and you need to click on reply under the main post. Okay, when you do that, it's going to show down here on that underneath that person's press release, and it's also going to show on the wall as well. Okay, so if you click here to reply, you could still reply, but it's not going to show over here. Okay, pretty important to know. Okay, new members. This is going to show all the new member posts, whether or not they're just signed up with IBOtoolbox or a post that they've made, press release, wall posts, etc. Non-associates, this is going to show everyone that I'm not associated with, their wall posts. Press releases, this is going to show all the recent press releases. IBO Featured Member of the Day, when you select that filter, it's going to bring up all of DG's posts. Contributors, everyone that's a contributor, their posts will show up here, and these are people that have purchased credits or they are part of Club IBO. They get the contributor badge. Top enrollers. Top enrollers are the top 10 members who have referred the most new members to IBOtoolbox. Okay, these are the top enrollers. Then the next filter is the traffic leaders, and you can filter wall posts by the traffic leaders, and IBO big dogs. Okay, so that's how the filters work. Again, I've got a press release if you want to go over that. I want to show you something real quick, okay? So we as members are seeing this on the inside, right? This is the wall, okay? So I want to show you a couple of things. Let's see. One second here. Okay, just do this. Okay, so when people show up on the outside of IBOtoolbox, and I can't just go to the main page because it'll automatically log me in, but when they show up here on the outside, no matter whose page they're on, even if it's the main page, they're actually going to see the wall here. Okay, so we see it as members here. Hang on, go back, sorry, forgot to do that. Also go to the main hub. Okay, so we see this as members here. This is, and it's the same here on ibosocial.com, and it's also the same over here. We're missing one. I can refresh it. Oops, too far. There we go. Okay, so 96% of the daily traffic is seeing it here on the outside. It's non-member traffic, so they're seeing the outside of IBOtoolbox. They're also seeing it here. They're also seeing it on your profile page, the social wall. Okay, so this is really, really important for you guys to realize this. 4% of the daily traffic is member traffic, and this is it right here. Okay, so when you are marketing to who? That 96%, right? So that's why I said it's okay to put links on the wall, and it's okay to write press releases about your business. This platform was developed for us, independent business owners, so it welcomes all of that. Just be professional in what you're doing, and obviously don't be spammy, and be when you're commenting on other members' wall posts, stay on topic. It's about them. Your wall posts are about you, and other members will recognize that and they will treat you the same way. If you want to like a post or you want to like somebody's IBO social profile page or press release, you would simply just click on their IBO social link and share up here, okay, with whatever other social network you wanted to share their press release with, okay, or their profile. This is how you do it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, all right, so real quickly, if you're brand new to IBOtoolbox, you definitely want to make sure that you get your profile set up. So there are 3 basic steps to setting up your profile, and again, this is really, really important because your profile is really your public storefront and you will get traffic. People will go and check out your profile, members and non-member traffic. So it's really, really important to do that. Okay, so you're going to click on Edit Profile under Site Navigation, and steps 1 through 3 are basic required steps to complete your profile. Once you complete these 3 steps, you're going to earn 500 advertising credits, but again, you need to return to the dashboard to get those credits automatically issued to you. So step 1 is basic information. This is your contact information. It's going to show or tell prospects how they can locate you. So you want to give your name, your geographic location, your phone and Skype ID if that's how you want to be contacted. If you don't want to be contacted through those 2 ways, leave the boxes blank. Your email is always kept private. IBOtoolbox is the only one that gets that information other than the person that referred you to IBOtoolbox, okay? It's not shared with any third-party companies or sold to anyone, okay? IBOtoolbox respects your privacy and will not do that. And then you can put in your rebrandable traffic username, your IBO extra user ID, IBO tube channel, and IBO gig store. You have to register for each one of those. Your IBOtoolbox logins won't work, and once you get done registering, you'll come in back and fill in the information here. Click on Save, go to step 2, profile image. This is where you want to upload a picture of you. You don't want to use a logo or a product image. This is really important. Think of it as if we were meeting in person, okay? For those of you that are using a picture of a logo or a product image, I get it. You want to brand that company or that product or whatever, but think of this. People do business with people. So, and you're going to be better received if you have a picture of yourself. There's plenty of opportunity to put your logo or your product image out there. Really, this is not the right place. Okay, so you're going to click on Change Profile Image. You're going to select a picture from your computer and you're going to upload it. Step 3 is your business information. This is where you're going to add your businesses. Okay, so I've got mine for BizOp banners, so you put in the name, your title, links to your business opportunity and product image. I'm not really promoting a business opportunity, so what I did was I put the main link to bizopbanners.com in the first box, and the second box I went and created an IBO URL with a .NET alias, and I named it IBO Starter Pack because that's my flagship product. So if you only have one link or whatever, you could do that, or you can put the same link in each box. It doesn't really matter. In the box below, you want to do a short business description or write-up and then click on Save. At any time you can edit by clicking on the notepad doc icon or delete by clicking on the red X. And that's all you need to do. That's steps 1 through 3. Now there are steps optional steps 4 through 9. Once we get over to the profile, you're going to want to complete all of those steps because, again, you're going to get traffic. People are going to come and find out more about you on your profile page, and the more information you have for them, the more they're going to learn about you, and then that business relationship will start forming. So if you're going to stop at step 3, you want to just make sure that you return to the dashboard to get your credits. Okay, so to get to your profile, click on the link underneath where it says My IBO Social Profile. When you get to your profile, this is the home page of your profile. You've got your picture, you've got your performance and stats, your country, your likes received, featured member of the day, how many times you've been awarded that featured member of the day, associates, how many associates do you have, wall posts, comments made, press releases, videos, and if I wanted my phone number and Skype visible, it would go right here. How many profile visitors you've had daily, monthly, and total. The IBO Associator widget, this automatically displays here. It's a clever widget. It knows it's my account, so there's a red with your account on there. But this gives other members the ability to associate with you on the fly when they're visiting your page. So if they like what they see and they want to associate with you, they can send you a request simply by clicking on this. If a visitor that's a non-member is visiting your page, this actually knows that they're not a member, or if they're not logged in, it will say not a member, join for free, and that would give you a referral. Recent press releases are going to show up over here. Business links, this is step 6 of Edit Your Profile. These create a nice little backlink for you. You can name the link whatever you want. Recent videos, these are the videos, which is actually step 8 of your profile. That's where you upload videos to your profile. And then again, this is your Google AdSense. The other platforms under step 1, if you filled in your username or your user ID number or your channel URL, this is where it would show up here. And then we've got buttons to your other social networks, making it easy for your visitors to follow you on your other social networks. Facebook comments here. Anyone that's logged into Facebook can leave you a comment. They don't have to be a member. Your customization area here, which is step 5, you can do graphics, you can do text, you can do videos, you can do all kinds of things. I actually have an order form on this page for my IBO starter pack, so it's a pop-up. So you can do almost anything here in this area. One thing that I want to touch on, there are certain things that IBOtoolbox does not allow, and what I would encourage you to do is read the acceptable use policy. Just scroll down to the bottom of the wall or on the main page here and take time to read this, because there is no automated software that's allowed on IBOtoolbox. If you're using automated software, IBO security will detect it and they will suspend you. Okay, this is really important, you guys, and I would encourage you not to use automation on a social network. I know your time's valuable, believe me, I know that, but if you're thinking you're going to build a business based on automation without building those relationships, you are sorely mistaken. There's some things that you can use automation with, but I would just really use it very little, okay? And again, it's against the terms and conditions of IBOtoolbox. Now, the other thing is there's no adult material allowed. So if you're posting press releases about adult material, or you're posting graphics that are not acceptable, you will get suspended. So just read the acceptable use policy, okay? This is a safe haven for all of us, and we want to keep it that way. Let's see, where was I? Oh, okay. Then you've got a menu bar up here. We've got, again, home's where we're at now. Social wall, this will give your social activity as far as your wall posts, etc. That's all here, displayed here. Now, one thing that you need to realize is that every time you post or you comment on somebody's press release, or you make a comment on the wall or whatever, wherever, and it's seen on the outside, you've got actually a backlink back to your profile. So if somebody clicks on your name, it's going to lead them to your, or lead that person to their profile to learn more about them. Okay, and anybody can click on links. When it's on the outside here, anybody can click on them. We have My Businesses, which is step 3. This is how your businesses will show up. Very professional listing. We've got press releases. All of your press releases will show up here. And you can quickly search through press release titles using the search feature. And the same thing with videos. You can search. And with videos, it will say when you uploaded it and how many total views you have on each video. And then we've got the Learn More button. Anyone that fills in their information here becomes a lead for you. So you get all this information. And leads are housed under the My Leads section here at IBO. And then we have the search feature. Every member has their own branded search engine. You can give out your link, or when your visitors are here, they can simply enter something in and search and get instant results. I put in press releases, and it's going to render the Google ads as well as all of my results, my press releases that I've written. So if somebody just puts something in like that, it's going to be all of your results that they're going to see. So it's a very, very cool feature. And that's your profile. So obviously, the more you're participating here on IBOtoolbox, the more your information is going to be found. So I would really, really, really encourage you all to get all in here at IBOtoolbox. Don't sit on the sidelines. If you need more training, definitely get the training that you need, because this platform is the bomb of marketing platforms. So really take advantage of it, and all the tools and widgets that it has to offer you to be successful in your businesses. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys coming to the webinar, taking time out of your busy schedule. You guys asked me some really, really good questions, so that was awesome. Thank you so much. I am going to have a link up for the next Wednesday's webinar, and I'll post that on the wall as soon as I updated that link. It's always going to be the same. It's going to be ibourl.com/webinar, but I have to update the link in order for you to register. You have to register for every webinar, and again, I am recording this, and it's going to be over on IBOtoolbox's YouTube channel, or you could simply go to ibourl.net/recorded webinars. And you can view the webinars, any of the previously recorded webinars over there too as well for training. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording, and we